So if you didn't know, I have a Vivo. And also if you didn't know, the new music video for my song Intertwined is now out. Up on my Vivo, and you can watch it here if you would like. I am so happy with it. I pretty much had nothing to do with it, apart from like writing the song, of course. My best friend Sammy Paul came up with the concept. I actually talked to him before about maybe doing some sort of like a dance duet, but like a sort of twisted, weird one. But then he was like, I've come up with something a little bit different. I don't know if you're gonna like it. And I was like, all right. Turns out I did. I love it a lot. It's so good. There was an incredible team of people behind the whole video. I've linked all of their names in the description. There's also a link to a behind the scenes video that you can watch, made by Guy Larson, who was also on the team. And I just want to say a massive thank you for the incredible feedback we've had so far. Mostly people are saying that they loved it and they found it really interesting and creepy and cool. Yes. But also I'm noticing a lot of people commenting saying that it didn't match up to their vision of the song. I can't tell you how much this discussion of art like feeds me. I'm just eating up all of these comments and critiques like. But I thought it would be interesting for those who saw the song as a sort of romantic sweet piece, to see how I personally wrote the song and why I'm so happy with the video that Sammy and the team made. And so, in true English lit style, I'm going to analyse the lyrics and suggest what the writer is trying to portray. Side note number one, obviously art means something different to each and every person, which is why it's so wonderful. And I usually prefer not to explain things and break it down. But just this once, I thought it would be interesting because I put a lot into this song. My English teachers would be proud. Side note number two, this song wasn't really written based on experiences. Maybe like a little bit, but I was actually predicting what I would be like in love, and honestly, golden! Overall, it explores how I thought my mental health would affect me in a relationship, but we'll get to that. Side note number three, I guess I just wanted to prove to the people saying this isn't very dodie, or it doesn't match her meaning of the song. Like, don't tell me why I wrote my own song. I'm telling the world constantly that I have mental health issues. How do people not believe me by now? I'm done with this sickly sweet stereotype of woman. Anyway, let's begin. The first word, skin, is meant to be a little jarring. It stands alone after a few bars of an intro and a few beats after it's sang. It's an odd way to start a possibly romantic song where the seemingly sweet waltzy style does not match the slightly macabre beginning. The lyrics then continue to describe an intimate moment, and we are reassured that this is a cute love song. The lyrics then take another quick turn from the comforting moment. They cut off through a sentence suggesting danger and creating confusion as to what the world will try to do to disrupt the safety just described. The word brain joins the word skin in the gory language used, and there is ambiguity as to the things the writer, that's me, is afraid of. The chords match these changes, and we jump to the fourth and then a sharpened fifth, which is a chord that isn't in this tonal scale. But again, the tone of the lyrics jump back to a sweeter image just as quickly as the frightening one appeared. The chords follow, back to the tonic chord and then following with a very familiar first, minor sixth, fourth, and fifth with a seventh. Laugh away the fear could be interpreted in various ways, perhaps as friendly, as in company that creates joy to help the anxieties. Or perhaps the words laugh and fear contrast just a little bit too much, suggesting that these two are masking over the danger and ignoring the real problem. The unsettling, frequent jumps between the darker lyrics and the lighter ones reflects the suggested theme of mental health issues in the lyrics and the instability of mental states. This is ridiculous. Okay, I literally sound like a teacher. Moving on. The next verse again starts with an off-putting word that stands alone. The immediate contrast of the word fine next to numb almost looks like a conversation, perhaps between the lovers or in the writer's own head. And this works well with the theme of mental health issues. A common trait of sufferers is to suffer in silence, reassuring friends and even themselves that they are fine. We then see a little bit more into the relationship. The writer doesn't feel a lot of joy, the rarity of which is induced by the other person, perhaps suggesting dependability. This is the climax of the song, the melody reaching its highest note on can't, implying a scream. The two breathes could suggest perhaps just the innocent bed scene depicted at the beginning, but perhaps more likely, panic and hyperventilating. There's a question in the lyrics for the first time, a desperate plea from the writer to take the weight of the thoughts off of their mind, adding to the theme of dependability hinted at earlier. Drink is also perhaps, definitely, wordplay on the phrase to pour out your thoughts to someone. These thoughts obviously being negative adds to the idea of sharing the burden of mental health problems, in that the other person has to consume them to help, making this relationship sound poisonous, toxic, and damaging. This verse is followed by a choir of harmonic ohs, suggesting the thoughts to be overwhelming and washing over the writer's brain. Once again, the verse sticks to the same structure of two contrasting words, the last verse confirming the theme of dependability and an uncertain mind. The word and title of the song also the title of my EP, available on iTunes and Spotify, #Spawn. Intertwined, first of all, brings us back to the intimate imagery of two lovers, but also suggests codependency, a tangled knot of love and unhealthy reassurance. The following Free could imply denial, as did the Fine in the second verse, which was in the same place. The wordplay of pinned and bleed join the gory language used and add to the theme of a damaging relationship. Similar to the word drink, this phrase suggests a toxic relationship, where the writer's issues are shared but they damage the partner involved. The song ends with the simple chorus once sang before, the word fear being the last lyric sang, confirming the anxious, unhealthy state of mind of the writer. An octave lower version of the climax of the song is hummed over thick, gorgeous harmonies, a bittersweet, confusingly nice ending to a definitely dark-themed song. Boom! Mic drop! Miss Tedman and Miss Truman, I hope you are proud of me. And that's it. That's my interpretation of my own song. But let me know how you interpreted the song. I would love to read some theories that are completely different. I'd love to know if this matched up to your interpretation. I'd love to know if you think the video fit this theme, or maybe you would have made a music video for this song. I don't know. If you have time, I'd love to read your analyses. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to watch the music video for Intertwined, the link is here, and the behind the scenes video is right here. Okay, cool!